You know, a lot of people think VO2 max, sprints, hill repeats, tempo, they're the only ways to get faster. They often forget Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the vlog. This is going to be a little bit of an easier day because this is day 2 of a down week, a recovery week. And these are built into the plan, or sometimes they're rearranged based on the athlete's progress. But this one was definitely needed. I'll explain all that in a little bit. Just know that this is a recovery week, so we don't have many intense workouts on the schedule. And we'll cover that a little bit later. So I'm about to eat breakfast. I got toast and eggs and egg whites and everything I usually do in the morning. I'm going to go upstairs. I got some work to do. I have a meeting in 15 minutes that I have to be on. And when I'm done, I'll explain the importance of built-in recovery weeks and down weeks and why they're not progress. They're not going to help you lose progress. They're actually probably going to help you progress further into it. And then tonight or this afternoon, we have a 6-mile zone 2 recovery run. They're boring, they're slow, but they're needed. All right, so what is the purpose of a down week or a recovery week? Well, the way we build our programs is that we give the athlete a progressive ramp up over a few weeks, 3-4 weeks, to see how they're doing. And most of those workouts, they increase intensity, they increase volume, and we're really trying to build, especially early on. But at some point, the athlete decides, or the athlete's body says, I need to recover because I'm going too hard and I don't have it in me right now. So instead of taking a week off of doing anything, you literally just ease back. You lower the intensity. You maybe lower some of the volume on some of the bigger workouts. You throw in a couple cross training days, so maybe a swim or a bike zone 2 day, just to kind of get the blood flowing through the legs without taxing the body too much. And then the next week you go right back into ramping back up for another 3 to 4 weeks to increase the intensity, to increase the volume, and so on. And that's how progression works, okay? When you're using your muscles at a high intensity, whether it be weightlifting, running hard, zone 3, zone 4, you're tearing those muscle fibers and they have to repair. And how do you repair them if you constantly kill them? Well, you have to take it easy. You have to just push blood into those muscles to get them to recover. So this week for me is a down week. I have 2 runs that are recovery runs back to back. So I have one today, one on Wednesday or Thursday, and then a nothing on Friday. And then I have a tempo on Saturday, which is not even an intense tempo. And then I think I have a longer, like a 7-mile race pace run on Sunday. Okay, so that's essentially my week. But I have 9-ish miles of easy recovery work early on. I don't even want to consider those days actually running days because they are light. Today's 6 and the next one's 3. So that's 90 minutes worth of running. So I have, like, my last hard run was Saturday. I had a recovery run on Sunday, no run on Monday, a 6-mile recovery on Tuesday, no run on Wednesday, a 3-mile recovery on Thursday, no run on Friday. My next hard run is a week after my last hard run, whereas during those 4 build weeks, I've had sprints, tempo, VO2 max, race pace runs 3 of the 4 days of the week for the last 4 weeks. So this week we're dialing the intensity, and the reason we did it this week wasn't because I really kind of felt tired. I felt fine. My legs said, hey, the last strong workout we did, you didn't hit your paces. You couldn't hit your paces. But yet for 3 weeks prior, I was hitting those paces. So as a coach, you look at your athlete's performance. It's not just a cookie cutter, hey, do this, like Nike Plus did, like Runna does. They give you workouts, but they don't take into account your performance. They just say, hey, do these workouts, and you could potentially get injured. So it is what it is, and again, that's why we're doing it the way we do it. And a lot of other coaches will do it this way. They'll have a ramp up period and then a down week, and then another ramp up period and then a down week. And that's where we are right now. So this is week 5 of training, and it's my first down week, and I'm not mad at it. I'm still kind of mentally, head cold is still recovering, and my legs are starting to feel good. So we'll hit these 6 a little bit later today. I don't want to go run now. I'm going to wait a little bit longer because I don't have any more meetings today as we're gearing up towards our Christmas shutdown. And I got to knock out these 6, and that'll be it for today. So we'll see you on the 6-mile run, wrap up, and that's it. That's the week. All right, as you can see, my truck's wet. I gotta get this run in before it really starts to rain. For some reason, there's rain and thunderstorms in the area. Gotta go. A lot of people think VO2 max, sprints, hill repeats, tempo, they're the only ways to get faster. They often forget these slow recovery runs. One of the hardest things about getting faster is holding back and controlling your speed when you know your legs can go so much faster than you're supposed to. Consequences of my actions, right? I'll take them. All right, done with my run. Good run. I'll put it up here. 6.02 miles, average heart rate 148. I did have 4 20-second strides in the very beginning of that hour. Overall pace, 10 minutes, 8 seconds per mile. Not a bad run. I could have run like that for another hour. The pace was so chill, so relaxed. Definitely what I needed after the last couple weeks of just grinding it out with all those speed workouts and tempo. So I'm going to finish out my recovery day. Well, the start of my recovery week. I'm going to go shower, sit on the couch, eat, and do nothing else. Tomorrow I have a weight day, no run, light recovery run. Oh, and ironically, it just started raining now when I got home. So I beat the rain. And I'm not mad about that at all. So with that, like, comment, subscribe. Comment something you want to see. Like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to follow for more. There's still plenty coming down the road. See you in the next video.